beauties, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the first episode of the Girl Chat series. Yay! I'm so excited today. I don't even know whether it's the Girl Chat series itself or this particular topic, because the lies we believe. I know you guys can obviously tell what the topic is from the title of this video, but we're just going to have a conversation, hopefully an interesting one, because when I was thinking about this topic, it was just like, I'm just going to come on here and be like, these are lies that you shouldn't tell yourself. You should never believe these lies. These are things you shouldn't tell. But I thought to myself, wait, before you go out there and start spitting nonsense, some of these lies you've actually believed yourself. So just calm down, okay? It's a serious conversation, but I'm all smiley because I feel like, yes, let's just have a good conversation today, okay? If you are new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Yemi, and this channel is all about inspiring you to own your life, live up to your potentials, and to be your best self. And what do? You click on that subscribe button. It's down there. Click on the subscribe button, turn on your bell notification, and give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends and loved ones so they don't miss out on what you are enjoying. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back for more videos. You guys know I love and appreciate you. You are the best, okay? So now let's get into the conversation of the day. So as I mentioned earlier, today we are going to be talking about, 5 lies. I'm just going to limit it to 5. I know there are a lot of untrue statements. I know there are a lot of words that we have come to accept or believe about ourselves, but yeah, those are just lies, and we're just going to limit it to 5 in today's conversation, okay? And I've thought about these things. I've thought about things that I found myself believing in the past. Maybe not about myself, maybe about just looking at other people's experiences. There are quite a few that I've believed about myself. But growing and learning in life, you'd realize that certain things are not true, but in that moment it just feels like, oh, this is the truth. Maybe they are right, maybe I am right. Sometimes there are even lies that you tell yourself. Let's just give one funny example. Maybe you're doing something wrong or something that you're not supposed to be doing. You're like, God, if you just save me from this thing this last time, like, I wouldn't do it again. But within yourself that you're telling yourself a lie. That you will still do that thing again, right? Okay, but that's not what we're talking about in today's video. I'm just giving an example. Things that people have said to you in the past that somehow it's just stuck in your head and you actually think they are true, right? If you guys can think of anyone, just put in the comments. Let me know those things, those statements, those words that have been said to you in the past that is stuck in your head and you have come to believe it as the truth. And maybe it was until when you became more matured, you became wiser, that you realized this is a wrong mindset, this is a wrong belief. I need to let go of this believe about myself. So yeah, I feel like I'm talking too much. Let's just get into it. So the first lie that you shouldn't believe about yourself is that your time has passed. Your time has passed. You're not in this game anymore. You're too old school for this. You're not, this is not your levels, and all of those lies. It is not true. This is one that I particularly believed for the longest time, okay? Where I thought to myself, especially when I wanted to start my YouTube channel, I didn't even think that I was late in the game, because at that time I wasn't bothered about, I didn't know that like it was a thing. It wasn't really a thing. I think it was until 2020 that people, like really, I don't even know, but I wasn't really feeling it like, yeah, everybody's doing YouTube. I was so excited to launch out and share the things that were on my mind. But then along the line, I saw everybody was on YouTube, and I thought to myself, am I late to the party? Oh, my time has passed. Like, it's young people that are here now. It's, the Gen Z that are doing things now. And I felt like, oh, what did I do with the time and opportunity that I had? What did I do with, like, I graduated quite young, and I felt like, what did I do with all the time that I had on my hands? And now those opportunities are gone. That time is gone. I can never have that time back. I wish I started this at that time. I wish I started that. I wish I was maximizing my potentials at the time. and all that jazz, I just really felt like, my time has passed. Let me just manage in this little corner that I am. Let me just manage this space that they've given me. I'm no longer supposed to be, I'm not worthy to be in this space. And that was how I felt for the longest time. And you know what? And that's the thing about me. Whenever those negative thoughts or those negative statements come to my mind, quickly, and I think it's the help of the Holy Spirit, like quickly, I just, there's like, words that come to my mind and that will remind me that you're so wrong. Like, you're so wrong. It is when you wake up that is your morning, right? Every country has, like, every continent has their own morning, and it doesn't mean that you're out of this world. You're still in this world, you're just in a different time zone, right? So you're not late. What I'm saying is that you're not late. Your time has not passed. You are right on time. You are right on time. So whatever it is that you need to do not let what someone is telling you, or do not let that feeling, the lies, it could even be you telling yourself that lie that, oh, my time has passed, it's too late. It is never too late. And this is one of the principles I live by. It is never too late to start anything that you want to start. It is just too early to give up. Oh, that's so good. I shared this in one of my videos, the principles I live by. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, but that's one of the lies we have come to believe as women. You tell yourself that it is too late, especially because we have this biological clock, right? Oh, if I don't get married now, it will be too late for me to have kids. If I have kids later in life, my kids might have one kind of disability or dysfunction or one thing. Thank God for God. There are people that even get married early and don't have kids on time, right? I'm not shaming anybody, but it does happen like that. Only God owns time. God owns time. You never know. So your time has not passed. That opportunity that seems like it has passed you by, so long you're in God's will, so long you're trying your best, that opportunity, God will always give. Like there's always second chances with God. That's the interesting thing. So if you don't allow yourself to accept that defeat, if you don't allow yourself to keep thinking, if you don't allow yourself to live in that lie, you will definitely experience and get to maximize more opportunities that are coming your way. So that's the first lie that I really want us to just remove it from your memory. Okay, accept the truth that you are living in the moment. Accept that truth that you're living your best life. Like, God is a God of endless opportunities, and your time, you're right on time. Okay, that's the truth you should accept. That is the truth you should believe, that you are right on time. I feel like I'm just going to keep talking about this particular one because it's personal. Okay, it's personal. I had to tell myself that all the experiences that I've gathered while I thought that I was wasting time, they are what is useful for me. Now that those experiences have been so helpful in my life. So I'm right on time. Okay, I'm right on time. Another lie that I've highlighted here in my notes that I've come to believe is you're not good enough. And I know that there are a lot of us that probably heard this statement while growing up. I mean, I remember there was this one time, you guys already know that I talk about my dad a lot. My dad was a very huge factor in building my confidence. My dad has always been a very huge factor in my life. He's been, yeah. Okay, but there was this one time, and that was his own way of pushing me to just get the very best out of me. And I brought my result home and he said, oh, so you're just average. And he just meant it in a way that you used to do better than this. Like, you are way better than this. Like, does it mean that you're just average? I think in his mind he's seeing his daughter like this guru, like this girl that knows everything, right, when it comes to book and all of that, and that day he just said, oh, so you're just average. And it never left me. And I remember just opening up with my husband, and I just shared it with him one day, and I was like, whenever I'm writing any exam, I don't want to, if it's 40 marks, I want to get above 35. Like, I do not want to be at the the middle ground, the pass mark. No, I always want to exceed. Like, in all I do, I feel like I always want to overachieve just because of that statement. And he didn't mean it in that light. If you guys know, like, even after saying that, he said better things to me that has really helped me, boosted my confidence, right? But that particular one just never left me. And I know that there are a couple of people watching this video that you probably heard somebody say to you that you're not good enough. Or you've even said to yourself, maybe by comparing yourself to other people, and you look at yourself and you think, oh, I'm not good enough. Or somebody actually said it to you, either in school, either anywhere, maybe in your studies, in your relationship with people, in I don't know, wherever it is, whatever area, whatever aspect of life that somebody might have said that to you, just know that that is not true. That is a lie, okay? Something happened recently. I'm going to be sharing a lot of personal experiences in this series, okay? So you guys just be ready. So recently in my son's school, so they had this not inter-house sport, this sports day, okay? And my son was really excited about it. It's not that fast when it comes to running, to be fair, but he just enjoys sports, football, and just, sport activities. So I remember I couldn't go for that event, but my husband went and he did record the video. So when my husband brought the video home and I was watching it, and I noticed that while he was running, one of his shoes came off. He didn't even look back to pick it up. It didn't even bend. He just kept running. And he didn't make it to the first place. Some of his friends came back to pick him up. I can't even remember, but some people came back to support him, but he didn't even bother. He just was running and he, finished the race, got to where everybody else got to. Then one of the teachers came back and then picked his shoes and gave it to him. And he was just so excited about the race. And I looked at the video. I was just very happy. And I asked him, Daniel, why didn't you stop running? Why didn't you go back to pick your shoes? And he said, but mommy, you always tell me to try. You always tell me it's not about winning. It's not about getting the first position. It's just about trying your very best. And I was shocked. I can't remember exactly how he said it, but he said it in those words. But I always say, he was shocked, that I asked him why he continued running, because he mentioned that I always say to him that it's not about what any other person is doing. It's not about striving to get one kind of recognition, which is good. I always encourage him to, he gets these rewards from school. He came home at the end of the term with this medal. He was excited about it, but I just don't want that to be his goal. I want his goal I want him to just try his best at everything that he's doing, which whenever you try your best, you always you might get rewarded for it and you might not, but I don't want the reward to be the end game for him, right? That was what I did growing up. I wanted to please people that saw me in a certain light, right? But I just wanted it for him. I wanted the perception for him to be that he's trying his best. And so he mentioned it to me that he just wanted to keep trying his best, and he knows that he could run without the shoes on, so he kept running. He wasn't really bothered about whether somebody got there first, but what mattered to him was that he kept on running. So if the way I've been talking to him in the past if it was all about winning, he would probably feel he will feel disappointed in himself. He'll feel let down. Sometimes maybe he would even tell himself that he's not good enough. Maybe running is not his thing, So what I'm just trying to say is that sometimes, you thinking that you're not good enough might be from childhood experience or something that it might just be, it's definitely from somewhere, right? But it's a lie. It's a lie. You might not be functioning in your own strength. You might be functioning in a space that is not healthy for you. You might be in an environment that does not support your growth. But the truth is, you are good enough. You are the best. You've got everything in you to thrive. So that is the lie. The truth, you should believe that you are more than capable to do anything that you set your mind to do, okay? So do not believe that lie that you're not good enough. Don't tell yourself you're not good at motherhood. Don't tell yourself that you're not good at being a wife. Don't tell yourself that you're not a good friend. Don't tell yourself you're not good at, no. So long you are putting your best at that thing, so long you understand the gifts, the talents, the unique strengths, those uniqueness that God has blessed you with, and you're striving every day to be better than yesterday, then you're good. Okay, you are good. All right, so let's move on to the third one. So the third lie we've got here is you can never change. Okay, allowing people to keep you in a box just because of what they think about your past or who you used to be to them. Okay, because you used to bed wet, and I'm using this example because in my junior secondary school days, I used to bedwet. And I remember reading this book by Viola Davis. What's the name of that book again? Let me look. Finding Me. Yes. I remember reading Viola Davis' story, Finding Me. And she talked about bedwetting, so how she bedwet for so long, how she used to stay. And I was like, you had it way worse than I did. And I remember in my junior secondary school days, I used to bedwet. Not all through. I think it stopped JSS3. I'm not sure, but it was so embarrassing. Okay, it was really embarrassing. And like I feel like that was what affected my confidence in junior secondary school. Okay, but yeah, because I used to bedwet, then doesn't mean I'm a bedwetter. Okay. Because you did not get certain things right at a certain point in your life doesn't mean that that should define you. Everybody has a past. You definitely have certain things that you used to do or a certain way you used to act in the past that were not right. And then you had people around you at the time. And then because of that, they put you in the box and they look at you and be like, they expect you to be there. And then somehow you believe that you can never change. You know, people always expect you to be a certain person, the person that you used to know, because they cannot keep up with your growth. They do not want to put in the effort to keep up with your growth. They don't want to keep seeing you in a different light. They're just getting used to this you. And then you're springing up, you're bringing a new person to them. Like, they don't want to do that work of constantly catching up with you. And it's someone that is not growing that does not want to catch up with you, because if you're both growing, you're both excited about each other's growth, right? So there are tendencies for people to want to keep you in a box. Don't allow yourself to be kept in a box. Don't let people look at you and tell you, oh, you can never change. Oh, this is you. And don't tell yourself that you can never change, because that is not true. Change is the only constant thing in life. Somebody that used to have a certain bad character. I don't want to really give any example, because that might be something that someone is struggling with at the moment. But you used to behave a certain way doesn't mean that you cannot be better. You have bad money habits doesn't mean that you cannot be better with money. You are currently bad in school or you're not getting good grades doesn't mean that you cannot be successful. So when people say things like, oh, you can never change, oh, this is who you are, just let me tell you, that's you. No. They are just confining you to a box that you need to step out of. Don't allow anybody cage you because of their words, and do not tell yourself that I can never change. Change is hard for me, or it's difficult for me to let go. This is who I am. This is my personality. No, do not accept those things. You can change. You can be a better person. You can be the best of yourself. Okay, so that's another lie that I feel like I'm really emphasizing on all these lies that I really don't want this video to be too long. Okay, I want to hear you guys on this topic. Let me know. Okay, let me know. And if you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. Okay, and share the video. All right, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section. The fourth lie that I will talk about today is nobody needs me or nobody sees me. Nobody needs you or nobody sees you. Let me tell you, people see you. People need you. Okay? People are being influenced by you. No matter how much lie somebody will come and say, oh, I don't need you. That's not true. Oh, I did not see what you're doing. That's not true. Even when you're not on social media, even when you're not out there, somebody somewhere needs you. In fact, you were created for a purpose. You're not an accident. You're not a coincidence. Okay. And if you're definitely on this earth, you have a purpose. You have a reason. I was talking to my kids about purpose, and we were reading the devotional, and there was this topic, purpose and power. And, my son said, so I really do have a purpose. I said, yes. Yes, you do have a purpose on this earth, okay? You were not just born because your mother needs a child. No, you were born for a purpose, right? And because of that, someone somewhere needs you, and someone somewhere is seeing you. Even if you feel like, even if they are doing like they don't see you, they do see you. And so it's very important that you don't tell yourself that lie, so that you don't live a mediocre life. So you just don't do anyhow and think that, nobody needs me. Also, you don't give up on yourself. No. Someone somewhere needs you. People are seeing you. You're getting influenced. People are getting influenced by the way you live your life, the way you smile too much, the way you don't take things to heart, the way you're not easily upset, the way you're caring, and the way you're not even caring. Like, both ways, people are seeing it, and people need you. Do not ever tell yourself that lie that nobody sees me. I'm not that important. Sis, you're very important, which is why you should take yourself seriously. Take yourself seriously. You're a VIP. Take yourself as important as you are, okay? Somebody needs you, and we see you. Even if you feel like at this phase of your life, nobody sees you, let me tell you, We see you, okay? We do see you, and you're doing well. Just keep at it. You are doing well. Okay, and the last one I'm going to talk about in today's video is the lie that people say, you can't survive without me. I don't know why I kept this one for the last, but that's a lie. That is a lie. Hey, even when we do decide that we don't want to do God's work, he would raise 1,000, like from stones. He would Anyways, my point is, when people come up with this lie, oh, you can't survive without me. And this one is really personal for me, because I think this is one lie that has been used to keep women down. To keep, especially African women, not just African women. I think it's just a thing. When people say to us that, you cannot survive without me, it could be a friend. It could be a relationship. It could be a sponsor. Somebody just looking at you and telling you that, see, you cannot survive without me. Let me tell you, nobody is God. People are just instruments. Resources are just instruments that God used to take you to where you want to be. I imagine the story of Joseph in the Bible. Now, I'm a believer, I'm a child of God, and I studied the Bible a lot. Well, yeah, a lot. Okay. I'm not doing as what I'm supposed to be doing, but I really do enjoy studying the Bible. And I looked at it and I thought to myself, why did the brothers even really think that if they sell him off, they have limited his dream? Why did they think that he couldn't survive without them? Like, they just sold him off without, like, they must have thought that this guy cannot even survive without them. That's why they thought, oh, selling him off, we have finished him. Right? Nobody is God. In fact, you know that story if you're a believer, and you know the story of Joseph, right? In fact, they even pushed him towards his destiny. They pushed him towards, where he was supposed to be. So do not believe that lie. Do not believe when people say you cannot survive without them. Yes, people are instruments. People are a huge factor to your growth in life, right? You will get information from people. You will need support from people. You will need resources from people. We need people in our lives, basically. But that doesn't mean that you cannot survive without someone. And when someone says that to you, do not believe it. Do not let it sink, because everything that you need to survive, God has deposited in you. The resources you need, I feel like God has given us what we need to survive. The people, the resources, the journey through life are just things that will bring out the best in us. Your experiences with that person, with that friend, in that environment, will bring out the best in you, will bring out that tenacity, that resilience, will help you to see the strengths that you have, will help you to see the bigger picture, will help you to learn the things that you should not accept and the things that you should accept. So it's not that I'm not saying that you should strive to be, I can do bad all by myself or Miss Independent. No, that's not what I'm saying. But when people say to you, or when someone says to you, you cannot survive without me, do not believe that, because that's how people get trapped in relationships, especially relationships. That's how people get trapped in jobs where bosses say to them, you really cannot survive without me. Or if you leave this job, where will I go to? Who will I turn to? Those kind of comments. See, turn to God. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not in your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. Okay? If this person is telling you that you cannot survive without them, God will direct your path to the next, or the resource, or the person that will take you to where you're supposed to be. Okay, so ultimately, I've shared about, I think, 5 lies in this video, but I know there are a lot more lies that we have come to believe about ourselves. But again, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. I feel like I might have talked a lot on certain lies and not talk enough on a particular lie, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What are you believing about yourself? What are you believing about yourself? That is the first step. I feel like your thoughts, your mind can shape the direction of your life. So the things that you believe, the things that we believe about ourselves can make or mar our direction. So let me know, what are you thinking? What do you believe about yourself? Okay. I believe I'm the best. I am the light of the world. So I have to shine. Okay. I have to shine. Anyways, that is all on today's episode. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next episode. As always, you are amazing and I love you all. And if you're yet to subscribe, this is the best time to do so. Click on that subscribe button. Do not even forget to do that. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.